Cool. So let's get into our good old lovely software, DaVinci Resolve. I have to say, I love DaVinci Resolve. After moving across from Final Cut Pro and, spending years in Final Cut, now that I'm in DaVinci, there's just something about it. It just seems like you've got so much at your fingertips. I love that you can jump between these different panels, your edit, your cut, your color, Fairlight. So we've got our shot of our talent here. What I want to do is I want to show you guys how to do some retiming on the clip. So retiming, it's an important part of your video editing. I do a lot of retiming with drone footage, but I just thought I'd show you on a normal Sony gimbal shot here. We shot this at 60 frames per second, right? So this is a 60 frames per second clip. Our timeline is 30 frames per second. So we've got that key information. That basically means we can slow this clip down 50% without it looking choppy. It'll play back smooth. I'll put a cheat sheet together with your frame rates that you shot and your timeline frame rates, and it gives you percentage numbers that you can slow your clip down by. So if I just click on the clip, press R, you can see here it brings up our clip speed manager here. We know we can slow this down by 50% because we're working on a 30 FPS timeline. We shot 60 FPS. Now you can see here on the right where it says ripple timeline. We'll want to check this because anything to our right here, it's going to push it out as this clip gets longer. Because we're slowing the clip down, it's going to take up more time on our timeline. So let me just hit change and you see how that pushed out, and because we press ripple, pushed out this clip here. Let me just undo that and show you what happens if I don't ripple the timeline. So if I do that, see, it didn't push it out. It didn't expand the clip. So that's great. You can see we've got this nice, beautiful shot here with our talent, the sun behind her, playing with her hair. Absolutely stunning shot. And we haven't even color graded it here. Okay, so let's say we don't want to slow down the whole piece of footage. We just want to slow down a section of the clip. Just before she starts turning her shoulder, we want to slow the footage down. So we'll take our playhead and we'll put it to the point where we want to slow it down. We'll click this drop down arrow here and add a speed point, and you can see now we've split it in half. Then let's go to the point where we want to speed it back up, maybe where she's touching her hair, and let's do the same thing, add a speed point. So now we've added 2 speed points onto our clip, and you can see here we've got these new controls that have popped up. The top control actually will slow down the footage. So you can see now we can slow it down, we can speed it up. Let's just put it to 50% because it was shot at 60 FPS. And now we can play back, and there we go. It'll slow down and then it'll speed up. You can see there, it's quite an abrupt change in the speed of the footage. And we would never do that when we're editing. We want a speed change to be smooth and subtle. We don't want these abrupt changes unless you really want the go for this like certain effect or certain look. I would prefer in my editing to smooth, ease in to the speed change. So before we do that, actually, I'll just show you these ones here. So this controls the retime percentage. If we click here in the bottom, this will change the position. So we can get really granular and detailed with how we add and where we add these speed changes. The next way we can do it is we can actually bring up our Keyframe Manager here. So DaVinci Resolve 20, we used to have to do this down here below. Now we've got this dedicated area for our keyframes. Basically, we'll just want to click the parameters here. So you've got keyframe curves, and then you've got parameters. You click on parameters, and then you go across here to the 3 dots, and you'll see display parameters with keyframes, display all video parameters, display selected parameters, expand and collapse. If I click in here, and we can see at the moment we have got our transform XY position XY, but we haven't got retime or retime frame on. So what I'll do is I'll just unselect everything, and then we'll go here, turn on retime and retime frame. So we've turned those on, but you can see there the 2 points. These keyframes are matching what we've got here. So you can see when I scroll across, it's replicating on both sides. So what we'll do here, we'll go to the keyframe curves, click on that, and you can see nothing's happening here. So just make sure that you go into the params here, video, and then select all. For now, we just want to turn on the retime speed. This is a reflection of what's happening here. So you can actually see this is 104. That should be 100. And then if we go across, we have this abrupt change to 50%. And then we have the abrupt change back to full speed. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to smooth out the transition here. So we'll click on our keyframe. We'll go up to this section here, click on that, and I'll want to ease in and ease out And now you can see we've been greeted with this smoother curve. I'll do that on both sides, ease in, ease out. And now we can play it back. So it's a bit more subtle on the speed change, and it's already looking better. What we can do is we can actually extend with this bar here. We can extend the smoothness. You can see that we've extended this point out to here, which means this point can go no further than where it is because that is blocking it. So if we want to just balance it out, we can do that. So if we want it to be smoother or more abrupt in the first one, we can do that, or we can do that. That's more smooth, more abrupt. We can have it somewhere in the sweet spot in the middle, and same for the second. More abrupt, more smooth. So let's just balance them out so they're both pretty smooth. So now we've got those keyframes smoothed out, and it goes from full speed to 50% in a much smoother way. It's more subtle, it looks more professional. It gives it a more aesthetic look. You should definitely be smoothing out your keyframes like that in the keyframes window. I've created a lot of resources. They're on Gumroad. I've got videography services agreements. I've got DaVinci Resolve templates, shot list planners. I've got cheat sheets. It's all in Gumroad, and they're all linked below in the description. So go and check it out. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, but have a look and see what you like, download what you need. And yes, I basically just want to build a collective resource for creators like you and allow access to the skills, the information, stuff that I've learned over the years, and yeah, try and give it at the most affordable cost possible, without breaking the bank. So these are tools that I wish I had when I started out. So go in there, have a look, see what you like, see what works, and I'll see you in the next video.